Sorry, it's a little cloudy today. People over there doing yoga. Guess what? I ain't doing yoga. I should have, but I know my wife would have loved to join that. Out on the deck of the ship. Right by the funnel. I'm having a ice caramel mocha something, but they made it here special for me, and I appreciate that. Only one chocolate chip cookie muffin because I'm gonna eat breakfast, and I ain't gonna be a pig. But I will eat some breakfast in a little bit. We'll take you there. I think I've said it before, but one really great thing about the ships is all the history, all the pictures of Walt Disney and his family. I just enjoyed looking at that history of where this all started from. While I was enjoying my morning coffee, Charity was back in the room with her feet propped up, enjoying the view of the ocean. And then it was off to Royal Court for the breakfast of the day. I had pancakes and I had the Eggs Benedict again. I couldn't get enough of the Eggs Benedict on the ship. Something like I said, don't have it at home, so enjoy it there. And something great about the ships is the character interaction. I can't even find that great character interaction at Tokyo Disneyland or DCC, and you know how much I love those parks, but the best character interaction of all are on the Disney Cruise Line. I'll give the Disney Cruise Lines that, but you get a lot more personal time. The lines aren't as long to wait, and each character will take the time to talk to you. And of course, I wanted to meet Goofy and Max this morning. So the morning time was all about meeting the characters. I met my favorite, Captain Hook. I saw Mickey. I saw Minnie. It was just great. When it was my time to meet Goofy and Max, we were still socially distanced from them. There was a line, but as you can see in the picture, I don't take very good pictures at all. I don't know how to stand. I don't know how to pose. I can barely smile, even though I was happy inside. I just not very picturesque. Now, Charity, she met Thor. You see, she has a big smile, and she takes much better pictures than me. She wanted to take a picture with Thor because her one of her sons looks like Thor, or has the same hairstyle, long hair, and kind of looks similar to Thor. So she wanted to meet Thor. This moving picture is actually my favorite, or one of my two favorites. It's because there's a steering wheel, or whatever they're called on the ship, in front of the picture, that you can drive the little pirate ship around the lagoon and see the mermaids and things like that. It's really cool that you are actually driving that boat in our ship in the picture frame. And of course, I had to get a picture of the sand art in cabanas of my home park, Tokyo Disneyland. And there was also a clock in there that was showing the time of Tokyo Disneyland, so I got a picture of it. It just reminded me of home, you know, remembering where I live and where I come from now. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, according to the clock in Tokyo. Now, we went up to concierge. I don't know how to say it. I'm not going to pretend that I know how to say it properly. Concierge, I think. We went to the concierge lounge. Not that we were saying concierge. I can't do that. But our friend Regina had asked us to go up and say hello to her favorite, one of her favorite cast members there, Ashley. He was really kind to us, you know, and said hey to her, told us the story, and he remembered her. That was great. And in the afternoon, Charity was off to music trivia or music game show or whatever it was. I don't remember why I didn't go to that game show, because I would have killed on the game show. I know all the Disney music.
Or if you're British like me.
And later on in the afternoon, it was off to La Piazza. We spent a lot of time in this little bar, not drinking or anything like that, but playing trivia. The trivia was in there most of the time. It's where I met a gentleman named Walt, and we played. He was my partner for International Parks Trivia, which I'll talk about in a minute. And it's also where we met Spencer and Ariana. They became our kind of trivia team throughout the whole cruise. And it was great just to meet new friends, meet new people, things like that. It was also the first day for one of the musicals on board. And as you know, the performances on board the ship are great in the Walt Disney Theater. Today was Aladdin. It didn't disappoint. It wasn't my favorite of all time, but it was still really good. The performers were great. The genie was great. And we enjoyed the show very much. And dinner time came, and tonight was Enchanted Garden. And there's a little art gallery outside of Enchanted Garden. And I really, really wanted this Hook picture to buy and send back to Japan, but I couldn't afford it. Now, Enchanted Garden itself, the experience was the best so far. The dinner, the food was much better than any of the other nights, but we were still at a table that was kind of stuck in a back corner. And the service was getting there, but it wasn't quite up to par yet. Tonight we're at Enchanted Garden, and I'm gonna try the ahi tuna avocado tower. They brought me soy sauce, which I was hoping. All right. All right, guys, Ahi Tuna Tower. Probably the best thing I've eaten in one of these 3 restaurants yet. It reminds me of home, that's why. It reminds me of being back in Japan, having some sushi. It's good, real good, you know. As you can see from this picture, Charity couldn't see anything. That wall right there blocked most of her view. Again, you know, don't sit in table 31. That's my suggestion. I will say, however, that what we could see, everything was beautiful. The flowers opened up, the setting was open. You know, as long as we looked around the corner, we were pretty happy. The restaurant itself was the best so far. I should say the best so far besides Paulo. So the best main dining room so far was Enchanted Garden. The food quality was definitely much better than the others. Not that I'm complaining about the others. They were okay, but not as good as this one. Number 2. And I already destroyed it, but that just reminds me of home. That's why.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna try the prime rib. It's nice color, right? Nice and pink. I'm happy with the Enchanted Garden meal. Best one yet. I have to say, the snail, towel animal, even though he's about to be unraveled to be my blanket, is a good one. I like him a lot. He's cute. Where'd the chocolate go? No, I'm joking. You can actually have the chocolate. I don't need the chocolate. But, yeah, that's a good one.
I figure we trade back and forth.
No, that's fine. I did. And over here is Charity's bed. And he did use Chip Dale today.
Yes, he did.
And the snail, nice one. I've never seen the snail before. While it was late and the moon was up outside on our veranda, not a clear picture, but it's still, you can see the moonlight on the ocean, which is amazing. I couldn't sleep very well. That's every night. But I decided to go back out, and guess what I caught? A movie. Okay, everyone, Tokyo Disney Dad here, and that was sea day number 2. 2 sea days in a row, 2 days of wonderful relaxation aboard the Disney Cruise Fantasy. And this day was spent like any other day. It started off with my morning specialty coffee up in Cove Cafe. Learned the gentleman knew some Japanese. Actually, one of the staff members knew some Japanese, so that was really cool. Not a lot, but I thought it was still pretty cool that he greeted me in Japanese because he saw my shirt, Tokyo Disney Dad. Went around the ship, meeting with characters. The character interaction for this cruise was the best character interaction I've ever had on any cruise. even better than the Disney Dream, which is my favorite ship. But the Disney Fantasy, I think what it was because we were on a cruise for 7 nights. You would notice that the cast members and the characters even would get to know you, and they would greet you, and they'd know how to interact with you because based on previous interactions, because you're on such a longer cruise. So I recommend a longer cruise. I definitely recommend it. Captain Hook, met Captain Hook, my favorite villain. Met Goofy, met Max, met a whole lot of characters this cruise. You'll see more videos coming up. Now, there's not a lot of video footage on this day because I put the camera down and just enjoyed the day for myself. What you do see, I hope you can see that it's coming through what I saw through my eyes, okay? I hope this whole vlog series is that way. You know, we played trivia on this day. Charity played music trivia. I really wish I would have gotten to that one. I think I was probably interacting with characters, standing in line for characters during that time. But I went and played International Parks Trivia with an older gentleman named Walt. He knew a lot about Disneyland, and then we were hoping to win. We did well. We did well. Here's the one thing. The International Parks Trivia didn't have any questions about Tokyo Disney or Tokyo Disney Sea. This was a big surprise. So my advice to Disney Cruise Line, make sure that those parks are included, especially in International Parks Trivia, because they're the 2 best parks in the world. Just my opinion. But anyway, it was still fun. We still did well. Lots of questions about Shanghai, Hong Kong, Paris, but mostly Walt Disney World, Disneyland, California, which I learned some things, and that's always why I go to these trivias. Let's see what else. We went around the ship admiring art. Aladdin the Musical was the very first musical on the ship for this cruise. We enjoyed it. The performance was good. There were some things that I thought could have been better, but the actors that portrayed the characters were wonderful. It wasn't my favorite on the ship, but it was worth seeing. I do recommend seeing. Don't miss it. Aladdin on the Fantasy. I've heard it's moved to the Wish now. You know, maybe the production's a little bit different on the Wish. Wish seems to be getting everything. That's okay. Now dinner I was happy with. The food was really good. The service was better. It was improving. You know, I think we met the head waiter on this night, finally. You know, it was good. Only downfall was the location of the table. I know somebody's gonna get stuck in that corner, but I just wish it wouldn't have been us. You know, table 31 is not the best table to book. Now going back to trivia, we spent a lot of time playing trivia over the whole cruise. Met some wonderful people. Met Walt. Walt I pin traded with. Met Ariana and Spencer, which I have a story about day 6 trivia. If I do a day 6, because I'm not sure there's enough footage for that. But okay, what's coming up? That Mahi Tuna Tower in Enchanted Garden, it was good. The prime rib was excellent. Yeah, no, it was a wonderful, wonderful day. Finished it off by watching Guardians of Galaxy on the Funnel Vision. Didn't watch the whole movie, came in about halfway. I couldn't sleep anyway. You know, I think excitement, and also I have some sleeping problems anyway, but that's okay. Ice cream. I had a Tolt milkshake that day. I know I had one almost every day. But what's coming up? You know, even though I stayed up late watching that movie, Tortola is coming up. It's the next day. Now, while this video is kind of short, it's about 20 minutes or so, Tortola's looking to be an hour, at least an hour. So I'm trying to edit it back, but there's a lot of stuff. We went on an excursion. I want to show you the beautiful island of Tortola. We played mini golf. I want to show you that. Then there's some dinner coming up, and something gets solved. A problem, a difficulty, a challenge. I should say a challenge that we were having, and you know what I'm talking about. Yep, that gets solved finally, and I will resolve that, right on after Tortola on day 4, and it will lift a big relief off my shoulders, to be honest with you, and means that the rest of the cruise is even more wonderful than it had already been. So what I'm going to do, before I ramble on too much, I will finish up by saying, be kind, be positive, be you, and I'll see you on Tortola for a great day on a beach.